Before we start, I want you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to Mini Luxury. Here are 10 of the most expensive Rolex watches ever sold. Number 10. Rolex Platinum Diamond Pearlmaster. The Platinum Diamond Pearlmaster is the 10th most expensive Rolex ever sold as of today. Unlike its contemporary sibling, the Rolex Platinum Pearlmaster is actually based on the Day-Date collection instead of the Datejust. This limited time edition 39mm dial of this watch is made from a special meteorite diamond and counts exactly 42 diamonds on a unique bezel. Number 9. James Bond's 1972 Rolex Submariner. This Submariner was actually worn by Sir Roger Moore in 1973 while playing the famous James Bond in the movie Live and Let Die. It was sold in a Geneva auction in 2015 for $365,000. Even though the watch doesn't tell time anymore, it was modified from its original design specifically for the movie, and the back was signed by Roger Moore. The bezel of this watch was changed to look like a circular saw which James Bond used to cut a rope in the movie, while the magnetic field of the watch is used to unzip Miss Caruso's beautiful dress. This watch is one of the most popular in the world because of the history and fame that James Bond franchise brought to it.
But as a consolation prize, the inside of the case back is signed by Roger Moore himself, including a little 007 after his.
Number 8. Rolex GMT Master II Ice. This is priceless, which is what makes the watch the most expensive new Rolex. It's covered in its entirety by precious stones and made from a cool white gold. The dial has a pattern made out of diamonds and gold, and Cristiano Ronaldo, one of the most popular football superstars of our times, has worn this watch on December 28, 2019 during the 14th edition of the Dubai International Sports Conference.
Practitioners of astrology today believe that different stones bring different medicinal properties.
Number 7. Jack Nicklaus Rolex Day-Date. This 18-karat Rolex was given to golfer Jack Nicklaus by Rolex in 1967, and it's brought him lots of luck. He's proudly worn it pretty much every day since it was gifted to him, and it accompanied him on 12 out of his 18 major professional championship titles, such as the US Masters Championships, PGA Championships, or the Open Championships, and various other events throughout his decades of his career. It was sold on December 10, 2019 for $1 million in a private auction, equating $1.22 million with the buyer's premium. The proceeds from the sale were donated to Nicklaus's charity, the Nicklaus Children's Healthcare Foundation.
I've been warned by one individual. It's an old friend.
Number 6. Eric Clapton's Rolex Oyster Albino Cosmograph Daytona. The Oyster Albino is so special because there's only 4 of them in the world that have the dial in a single color. Usually the dial on the Daytona has 2 colors to make the chronograph totalizers contrast with the rest of the dial. This particular watch was not sold once, but twice for staggering amounts of money. The first time was in 2003 for $505,000 and the second in May 2015 for $1.4 million at another Phillips auction in Geneva. Number 5. Marlon Brando's Apocalypse New Rolex GMT Master. After only 15 minutes of intense bidding at a recent Phillips auction in December 2019, it was sold way over expected price. This watch, manufactured in 1972 and worn in the 1979 movie Apocalypse Now by award-winning actor Marlon Brando, is unique because the bezel was removed for the movie at the request of Francis Ford Coppola. It also has a black leather strap, which on its own is nothing special, but most Rolex watches are not equipped with leather straps. They're known for their bracelets.
Different. The crown size, crown guards, the bezel.
Number 4. Anti-Magnétique Reference 4113 from 1942. This, from 1942, is the oldest on our list and the 4th most expensive ever sold. It also has the largest case of any Rolex ever built, at 44mm. As far as it's known, there's only 12 reference 4113 that still exist nowadays. This particular model was initially designed as a special gift to celebrate a race victory. This is the second watch on our list that has sold at multiple auctions, most recently in 2013 at Christie's for $1.16 million, and for almost double the price in Geneva at the Phillips auction in May 2016.
They're able to market their watch as a racing watch, and also it's to promote their sponsorship with the.
Number 3. Rolex Baudet. This Rolex reference 6062 was initially sold to the last emperor of Vietnam's Nguyen dynasty back in 1954. At that time, it was the most expensive Rolex watch, and the wonderful gold case with its black dial makes this watch one of the rarest, but also one of the most recognizable. According to Hondenki, only 3 were ever produced, and this particular watch is the only one that has diamonds on the even hours, which makes it one of the most sought-after watches in the world. The Baudet sold in May 2017 at the Phillips auction for $5.1 million, and it was previously sold by the Nguyen family in 2002 for $235,000, the biggest price for a Rolex at that time.
With those humble Datejust and humble day dates.
Number 2, 1971 Rolex Daytona reference 626 Unicorn. Looking at the picture of this particular model can make you understand its ridiculous price tag. The Unicorn is the only vintage white gold Rolex Cosmograph Daytona ever produced, and the proceeds from this sale were donated to the charity Children Auction by watch collector John Goldberger. Number 1, Paul Newman's Rolex Daytona. This is the most expensive watch ever sold in the world, which breaks the previous record held by 1943 Patek Philippe, which sold for $11 million in 2016. Watch collectors bid so high for this particular model because of its previous owner's unique story. It was gifted to Paul Newman by his wife Joanna Woodward, while Paul was starring in the movie Winning in 1969. Rolex is a brand the most affluent and powerful people in the world can associate with. Aside from luxurious and desirable product, only a few privileged can indulge in. It's a symbol of success. But this brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen, because I'm sure you'll love them. And with that, I'll see you in the next video.